For years, I thought something was wrong with me. But what I didn't realize is that it was actually not my adult self that was broken, but it was the inner child inside of me. Guys, it's very important for all of us to get to the root of our issues. We can never heal fully so without getting to the bottom of our issues and healing the roots. Dumelang, welcome back to Healing the Inner Child with Mami Kalai. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about how I healed my inner child. Guys, this is an ongoing process. I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm there 100%. I don't think I'll even get there. This is a journey. You heal each and every day because each and every day you get triggered. You face challenges. So disclaimer, I'm not perfect. I'm not there 100%. But I believe I have nothing to lose by sharing my story, by sharing my journey, the challenges that I face and that I continue to face each and every day. Before we go any further, please don't forget to like, share, turn on your notification and subscribe. The first point that I'm going to talk about is that I had to recognize that there was an issue, that I wasn't okay. I feel like awareness is the first step and was my first step. For the longest of time, I was in denial. I didn't want to believe. I didn't want to admit that I wasn't okay. There was actually an issue. But it was until I sat down and realized that, Mami, I was tired of living in survival mode. I was tired of, suppressing my emotions. And unfortunately, the body keeps the score. I saw that in myself. I saw that in my own body. My body started reacting. Like when I experienced a stroke scare, that's when I think I got, the real wake-up call. Oh, Mami, you need to wake up. You need to do something about this. You are not okay. This is not how you're supposed to be living. So yeah, I got my stroke scare, and I remember I was in Mossel Bay at my sister's place, and then we went to the beach. I remember standing there, looking at the waves and how huge, beautiful, and amazing the beach was. And I could see the goodness of God. I could see how big this God is. And I thought to myself, what's again? This disease, it is possible to be healed. And I made a promise to God that, I will take good care of myself from now going forward. I will try to do right, by everybody. I will try to change, man, because there are a lot of things that I had to change about myself, which I had thought would be normal for the longest of time, where else they were not. I made that promise to God and myself, and a year later I started, making that promise, because it was around December when I went to Mossel Bay. And then in January, I started to make, tiny changes. It wasn't easy, it was tough, guys, but I knew that something had to change, something had to give, or else I was going to lose myself. Maybe I was even going to lose my life. But I knew that it wasn't my time. There was a lot that I still needed to give to the world. And look at where I am today. And I'm grateful, guys. I don't want to lie. I really am grateful. The second thing that helped me heal was practicing self-compassion. Guys, I know I spoke a lot about this, especially on the series of Healing the Inner Child. Self-compassion is very important, guys. You need to realize that when you make mistakes, and just because maybe you repeated the same mistakes over and over again doesn't mean you're a bad person. It happens. I'm not saying it's okay. You need to be aware when that happens. But at the same time, you trying to be too hard on yourself isn't gonna help, isn't helping. I try to get all the blame for my mistakes, for my patterns. Not that I was, out of line, kids and but there were things that I needed to change about myself. And it wasn't easy changing them, It was not easy changing them because I even had to change my routine, the way kids are into a thing. And it wasn't easy. I had to start working out, journaling, practicing boundaries. And unfortunately with boundaries, you end up losing a lot of people. People are very close to you. And I learned it the hard way, but I'm at peace. I sleep well at night. So awareness and compassion are very important, guys. You need to be compassionate. More winner, and even to the next person, even those who hurt you, guys, because you need to try to understand where they're coming from, because at the core of each and every human being, we are not bad people. We are not the bad guys. Our experiences in lives, because one of the reason the people that we are today. So try to understand where they're coming from. What could be triggering them? What could make this person a lot of people are hurting. But and most of them have nothing to lose. So people can say whatever and not even think how that would sit more how are you going to receive it to understand them. Now, guys, give them grace. Your grace is offering understanding even when the other person does not deserve. Me saying that you need to have compassion for them isn't me saying that they deserve. No, it's me saying that you need to choose yourself, because once you start to extend the same grace to others, you'll be at peace. You'll even learn to forgive, and you learn to give people, second chances in life. You learn to believe in people. We're not born always. I have my own shortcomings. I wonder how many people do I offend on a daily basis. With grace comes boundaries. You can still extend grace more, but to limit excess. Understand that? Very important for you to protect yourself in this journey. Another thing that really, really helped me was reparenting myself. Journaling, choosing myself each and every day, speaking softly to myself, doing the things that I wish my parents had done for not growing up. Speaking to myself, and showing up for myself consistently, you understand? Because I had to learn how to be consistent, and starting with myself. It was by doing that I started believing that I am deserving of the good things in life. I am lovable. Those people who didn't really have the capacity to love me, that was on them. It really had nothing to do with me. By starting to love myself without expecting love from the next person. It starts from within. You don't expect something that you don't have when yourself from the next person. You start these daily practices, loving yourself, doing the hard things. Like I always say, I try to do the hard things. Waking up early, exercising. Like even this episode, I'm recording this episode at 4:30 in the morning. For the longest of time, I didn't believe that I was a morning person, but it's doable. It's not easy, but it is doable, because I believe that it's better for me to record these episodes early in the morning before going to work, so that by the time I start my day, I'm only left with editing and. So guys, it's very important for you to reparent yourself. Treat yourself nicely. Take yourself out on dates. Take yourself on vacations, buy yourself into the battle do the like now with football. I love football so much. Football t-shirt, I think I'm kind of addicted, but yeah. So do those things, especially if you can afford. I know to many this might sound like me speaking from a place of privilege, but guys, the little that you have, show up for yourself. Make sure that you show up for that inner child, because that's what I continue to do on a daily basis. This is the daily work. This is a daily work. It's a journey, and be patient with yourself. I'm interested in learning how to express my emotions. Guys, I can't go like I to be expressive, because it was that thing of your parents are not even here, mommy. You can't be expressing your emotions. You can't be expressing yourself, because anyway, at least these people will feel a high. You understand that? At least we have a community. And I felt that, early enough, expressing myself, in place of reject the end of which it, in a way, it did. And it's a way to keep boundaries with boundaries before. Comes a lot of loss. I've lost relationships. Sending someone to keep was like, needed this person is no longer in my life. But one thing that I love about where I'm currently at in life is that I have peace. I'm peaceful. I have accepted things that are way out of my control, and my boundaries are firm. Guys, my boundaries are firm. A lot of people keep telling me that I'm very strict. I'm trying to think in the street. I didn't choose to be strict. But what it's a strict, guys, because that thing now, you show compassion, you show grace, or about understand where they're coming from. Because people are flawed. They think you're not aware. You're doing these good things for them because how you do. But uleka understand now, they still deserve the good things in life. But when just show up before and I'm tired, guys. I really am. I try to choose myself each and every day. It's me before everybody else. It's me before anyone else. Because guys, at the end of the day, I cannot pour from an empty cup. I need to fill this cup of mine. I need to make sure that mommy ushapo. Then love yourself, choose yourself on a daily basis. And if you've made it to this far, please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification, and comment your experience with healing your inner child. How has it been like? What challenges have you faced so far? Which areas of your life do you wish to improve? Please share your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. Seeking support is another point that really, guys, community. You can never do this alone. You need people. I don't have a lot of people in my life, close people. But with that little community that I have, guys, those people are everything. I'm not doing this journey alone. It's not easy. And you can never do it alone. No man is an island. Make sure that you're surrounded by good people. Because alone, guys. Like I have good people in my life. Like people like Ntabi saying, La life you watch it, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like that girl. Yeah, I don't want to be emotional, but where I come from, the challenges that I deal with each and every day, my heart. And thank you so much, Lala, for being such a great support system for now. My brothers, like I always say, those guys, they're everything to me. And especially my older brother. He's so gentle with me, guys. I feel like one of the reasons why maybe he's strict and even with guys, it's because like I am his little egg. And so I'm sure that I understand that it becomes very weird. It's foreign moon now. Who do you think you are? Like I'm loved at home. What makes you think that I'm desperate for love? So if you told someone knows how to story so how it becomes very difficult for me to like. Yeah man, I have such good people like my other colleagues, and other friends, I don't have a lot of friends, but friends like Lebu, yeah man, like I'm really blessed to have them in my life. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so very, very much. Your support doesn't go unnoticed. Celebrating progress, Leona, introduces guys. You celebrate the beginning, how about that you've achieved something for the longest of time. Celebrate that. That is very important. Recognize you're doing the best that you can with the information that you have. It's not easy, but you are doing well. Celebrate yourself. Into develop self-trust. I trust myself a lot. I trust myself more than I did before because of the things and when you've promised yourself what you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, you keep those promises. And that way, Lina gets like I'm trying, I'm doing my best. And compassion, you're not taking handle to continue with this journey. And even the relationship that I currently have, they are healthier, guys. Get checked out. Good people who understand me, people who are on this journey, Lebona. And even those who are not on this journey, the spirit of willingness to learn more about themselves and to try and do better. And I'm at peace. I'm at peace, guys. Life is not perfect, but that guy has been there and he continues to be there for me each and every day. So I can't really complain. And I doubt myself less nowadays. Confidence guy wanna like, yeah girl, I would say that you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 years at you without looking back. So guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Please don't forget to comment your experiences with healing your inner child, your challenges, the progress that you've made, and where do you like to see yourself in the future. Please don't forget that you can never do this alone. You need a community of people. No man is an island. No man is an island. You need people to heal your inner child. And that's what I did. That's what I continue to do. Healing is not perfect, guys, but it is possible. Bye-bye.